Hello everybody, Sarah Stone Love here. If you're new to my channel, it's all about the science and psychology of manifesting. And today we're talking about expanding our paradigm, how we can shift these limiting stories we're telling ourselves, shift these limiting beliefs, because as we all know, we don't manifest what we wish for or what we want, we manifest what we believe is possible and what we believe we deserve. I'm really excited to share Mandy Morris's methods that are really simple, incredibly effective, and how we shift this paradigm and how we stop telling ourselves the same stories over and over and disempower them. A lot of times our biggest source of pain and struggling is simply because we can't see the truth and we're not seeing things accurately. We have this skewed perspective based on beliefs and different things in our paradigm that we picked up in our childhood. It's all programming. But these methods that I'm sharing with you right now are simple, easy ways to shift it. It's all about how we direct our mind, because when we shift our beliefs, we shift our reality. We shift everything. The first tip I want to share from Mandy Morris's program is to change the context of time for longer. So say for instance something happens, you have a bad month, you're running out of money, you're feeling all the scarcity. So I know in the past for me, I find myself saying things like, I cannot believe I am screwing everything up again. I am such a failure. How can I still be doing this at this age and this point in my life? What we want to do is shift this so that we're not self-identifying this story with who we are. This mistake we made with money does not define who we are. And basically what Mandy means by changing the context of time for longer is to say, imagine in 10, 20, or 30 years from now. How are you going to feel about this right now? Is this still going to be bothering you, and are you still going to be thinking about this experience and this moment that's happening right now? So the purpose of this is because sometimes when you stretch the length of time like that, you're able to go wide and put into perspective that this is just a moment. This is just a small pages, a few pages in your book or a chapter in the story of your life. It is not the whole story. It's not finality. It's not everything that's ever going to happen to you. It's just a moment. So I know a lot of times for me in the past when I was in the thick of running out of money, you can't see past what's happening right now because we're too worried and we're too consumed with what's happening around us. It's like we're in the trees, but we can't see outside of the forest. We can't get that aerial view to see the whole big picture. So once you identify what story it is you're telling yourself, take a look at it from the perspective of your future. Will you still be worrying about it? Because a lot of times this will help you to disempower it. The next method I want to share with you from Mandy Morris is called What is the Hidden Blessing? You probably shouldn't use this method if you're going through some kind of major trauma or you're incredibly triggered or you're experiencing a death or something really big like that, because it might feel more frustrating. But with other things, it is incredible how this starts completely reversing your perspective. Because now when I'm facing obstacles and something happens, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. This is an opportunity for me to grow. There's a hidden message in here. There's a hidden lesson. And it kind of like stops that trigger response and that big reaction that you have right away and helps you to flip it, to see it in a different way. So we're retraining our mind to see things in a different perspective, which actually changes the way we react to the world, and the way we react is the way that we attract. This is all about raising our vibration, because remember, our emotions are actually emitting frequencies, and those frequencies have a lot of power behind them when your emotions are involved, especially big emotions. Like attracts like, and all of these methods are going to help you raise your vibration. I believe that everything happens for a reason. So the first thing is to validate how you're feeling. Say you lost your job. Validate that, yes, I'm feeling crappy, I'm feeling bad about this. But what else could this mean? How else can I see this? Maybe you have a passion for something that you've always wanted to do and you've just never made time for it. Well, now you're going to have time. Maybe there's a better job that's going to come along. Maybe you've been really frustrated at this job. You've been feeling stuck and you just couldn't make the leap to quit the job. Here's your opportunity to find something better. So one of the methods I really like that she teaches that I use all the time is quantifying the truth, with asking these questions: how long, whom, what, when. Maybe you're telling yourself the story that I am always struggling with money. Things don't ever go my way. For how long have you been struggling with money? What is the truth of that? Since my early 20s. Oh, well, that's half your life. So that's not always. Is there a time you can remember after your 20s where you did have money? Did you ever have a special vacation? Is there anything you ever did where you felt abundant, where you were gifted something? Oftentimes, if you keep asking these questions, then you can find that you can disprove, you can find evidence to disprove all of your limiting beliefs. And what was I doing when things were really going good, and how can I refocus my attention to that? And the last method I want to share with you that will really help you to raise your vibration, feel less of a victim of your life, and more empowered in your life is what Mandy calls the worldview, going wide. So maybe it's something that you've done in the past that you're struggling to forgive yourself with, or something that somebody else does to you, and you just can't let go of that forgiveness. As we all know, when we are not able to forgive somebody, it doesn't hurt them, it ends up hurting us because we're holding it all inside, and it's lowering our frequency because we're emitting vibrations based on that. We want to see things from the other person's perspective. Mandy likes to say that most people have a positive intent, even if it doesn't seem like it. You know, that mother that's not encouraging their child to go after their dreams. That mother thinks that they're protecting their child. They're trying to keep them safe. Or say somebody steals something from the grocery store. They might have been stealing that to give food to their family. So they had a positive intent. It doesn't validate the action. I'm not saying it's right for them to do that. We're just trying to have compassion and see their side of the story. We simply are just broadening our perspective so that we can see it from a different side. You just keep asking yourself questions until you prove that it's not true. Think about all the churches back in the day. They wouldn't allow anybody to ask questions. Why? Because they knew the second people would question things, they would start to doubt it and lose faith in it. And you can lose faith in your limiting beliefs by questioning them and disproving them, finding evidence in your reality to show yourself that it's not true. When you change the way you perceive something and the way you look at it, you actually change the thing. That's the whole basis of the observer effect and quantum physics. It's been proven in science and it works. I'm Sarah Stone Love, and I really hope this video inspires you to take back your power and realize that you are the creator of your reality and you can manifest it all. If you like the video, please let me know. Leave me a comment, share it, subscribe, and I'll see you every Thursday at 10 a.m. where I'll be sharing more content on how to manifest your dreams.